Fractions. So how do I divide fractions? Well, here we have an example of 3 whole divided by 1/4. So essentially you're asking how many times will 1/4 go in to 3? Well, here we can see that 1/4 would go into 1 whole 4 times. And if you added all those up, 1/4 goes into 3 whole 12 times. In this example, how many times will 1/5 go into 2? 2 divided by 1/5. Well, 1/5 will go into 1 whole 5 times, and then into 2 whole, it would go in a total of 10 times. 1/5 will go into 2 10 times. Now, is there an easier way to divide fractions? Absolutely. And we're going to use, we're actually going to turn all the division questions into multiplication because it's much easier to multiply fractions than it is to divide them. And we're going to do that by using keep, change, flip. You keep the first fraction, we change everything into multiplication, and we flip whatever comes after the division symbol. So the easiest way to do this is just do a few of them. So we're going to keep the first fraction. I'm going to change it into multiplication. I'm going to flip or take the reciprocal of the second fraction. Then you look to see if you can cancel anything out. I could cancel out the 6 and the 3. I could cancel out the 4 and the 2. I could even cancel out these 2's here. So you would end up with 1 times 1. 1 times 1, the answer is 1. And you might say, well, how can that be? Well, if you think about it, 4/6 actually simplifies to 2/3. How many times do 2/3 go into 2/3? It goes in 1 whole time. Let's look at another example. So we're going to keep the first fraction, change, we're going to change it to multiplication, and we're going to flip the second fraction. We're going to take the reciprocal. Now we could cancel the 3's. We could cancel out the 7 and the 14. And the answer to this would be 1/2. Let's do another. Now I want to take 8 and I want to make it improper, so I haven't really changed it at all. So we're going to keep that. We're going to change it to multiplication. We're going to flip. Now you could cancel out the 8 and the 4. This one turns out to be 14/1, which is just 14. Let's do another one. Keep, change, flip. So the 6 and the 9, you can cancel those out. 3 goes into each of those. And then you just multiply the numerators and denominators. It'd be 3/8. Let's try the next one. Keep, change, flip. Remember, you only flip what comes after the division symbol. So we could cancel the 2 goes into both 10 and 4. And we end up with, there's nothing else we can cancel. 7 times 2 is 14. 5 times 1 is 5. We're left with an improper fraction. So we're going to change that back into a mixed number. 5 goes into 14 2 times with 4 left over, so it would be 2 4/5. Let's try the next one. Keep, change, flip. Now this one's a little tricky. I'm going to make 9 9/1, so when I flip it, the reciprocal of 9 is 1/9. And we could cancel the 3 and the 9 on this. And our final answer would be 1/12. We do 1 times 1 and then 4 times 3. All right, we'll do 3 more, and then I think you probably have this. Keep, change, flip. Now here we can cancel out the 3 and the 9. We could do the 8 and the 2. And we're left with 4/3, which would be 1 1/3. Okay, we'll do 2 more here. So keep, change, flip. And on this, yeah, we could cancel the 2 and the 4. And we end up with, multiply the 1 times the 7, 2 times 5, to be 7/10. All right, one more. So keep, we're going to keep 15 over 1. I just made that an improper fraction by putting it over 1. Keep, change, and flip. And we can cancel the 15 and the 5. And then we do 3 times 9, which is 27. 1 times 1, which is 1, and 27 over 1 is just 27. So that's how a real easy way to divide fractions, keep, change, flip.